You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and we're about to get into a Giants Rumors mailbag from our live show that aired on Wednesday. If you want to be a part of our live shows, you got to be subscribed and have your notifications turned on. So go down right now, hit that big red button, hit the bell icon, turn your notifications on so you can join us next time we go live on the channel. Just like Caesar did in his question, I'd rather see if Baker got it than if Jones got it. Plus, business is never personal. Baker could have talked about my mom's, and I would be good if it was. That's a great question and a little bit of a twist at the end. Look, I agree at this point that Baker Mayfield has showed he's a little bit better of a football player. But is he a better locker room guy? Is he someone that you want to be the face of your franchise? Is he someone that you trust in the fourth quarter to have the temperament to lead you from behind? I think Baker Mayfield has the arm strength. He has the guts. He has the confidence to be good. But I also think Daniel Jones does. And by trading for Baker Mayfield, you're going to have to give up a draft pick or a player, which means you're going to have to give up some assets. So what happens if you give up assets and he's not good? Then those assets are out the window and you're screwed. Just stick with Daniel Jones. You can't afford the $19 million Baker is owed. And let's find out this year if Daniel Jones is the guy or not. Appreciate you, though, Caesar. Wolf Seed, my guy, what's going on, Brody? What's up, man? Is Golladay going to ball or get hurt? I hope he frickin' balls, man. Because if he gets hurt, you might hurt first. Joe Shane, he might cut Kenny Golladay if he struggles this year. If he puts up another season where he didn't score a touchdown. We have a list for cat in there, Petey, if you want to pop that up. Why am I screwing that up? Kenny Golladay, he was great with the Detroit Lions. In 2019, when he had 11 touchdowns, he led the NFL in that department, the most receiving touchdowns. And then the injuries started to pop up. In 2020, only played in 5 games. And then this past year, yes, he played in 14 games, but he was hobbled by injuries all year long. If he can stay healthy in a Brian Daboll or Mike Kafka offense, I do expect him to bounce back. Use him for the type of player he is. He's a deep threat. Throw him the ball deep. He is a contested catch monster. When he has a DB draped over his back, that doesn't mean he's not open. Throw him the football. I don't want to compare him to the guy that wore number 17 for the Giants that shot himself, but he has those type of ball skills where he can catch passes with DBs draped all over him. Dave Gettleman, wow. Is Dave Gettleman really watching the show? I cannot believe this. Type F Dave Gettleman in the comments if you think he's a war criminal. But what rookie outside of the first round guys will make the biggest impact? Whew, that's a good question. There's a lot. I like Azudu. I think he could be a starting left guard for the Giants on day one, mostly because how weak the offensive line is. But what about Wan'Dale Robinson? A player that provides something to this offense that they desperately need. They need players to make plays, and Wan'Dale Robinson, he's a playmaker. Last year at Kentucky, 104 receptions. I don't care how tall you are. If you're in the SEC and you can catch 104 passes, you got to be good at football. Seven touchdowns, 12.8 yards per catch, and 1,300 yards. But what about a sleeper? What about Darrian Beavers, the linebacker from Cincinnati, the 6th-round pick? I had him as a top 100 player, and the Giants got him at pick 180. This is someone that I think is a do-it-all linebacker in a Wink Martindale system where he's not going to be asked to drop into coverage that much. I think they're really going to use him as an edge rusher. He had 4 sacks last year, and he has the explosion and the strength to be a pass rusher in the NFL. And Wink Martindale, he's able to scheme up free rushes to the quarterback. And Darrian Beavers, with the size and speed he has, he's going to be able to capitalize on those opportunities. I think Wan'Dale Robinson or Josh Azudu has the most immediate impact, but I wouldn't be surprised if Darrian Beavers ends the season with 6 or 7 sacks. But I want to hear from you right now. What rookie will have the biggest impact this year? Get in the comment section. Give me a name. I appreciate it. I'll be reading them down later. King Wolf, what's going on, Brody? Faithful subscriber, you're the man. Should we trade for Jimmy G if DJ fails? So are you saying trade for him if DJ fails this year or trade for him right now? I'll answer both. Right now, not a chance. He's due about $26 million. Giants, I know I've been the guy that says the Giants have cap space. They don't got $26 million to give to Jimmy G. But if Daniel Jones struggles this year, trading for Jimmy G, I don't hate it. But at the end of the day, I don't think that Jimmy Garoppolo puts this team, or really any team, over the top. We saw him get to the Super Bowl. We saw him get to the NFC title game, something that Daniel Jones would dream of doing. But if you're going to move on from Daniel Jones, I'm in the camp of going and drafting a rookie or making a big-time trade for a guy like Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson or one of those QBs. But Jimmy Garoppolo, he would be a last-ditch effort for me. Honestly, I'd be down with selecting someone in the NFL draft in 2023 over Jimmy G. But I appreciate your question, King Wolf. DJ8 NYG, what's going on? What are your expectations for Daniel Jones? Get better. Show me that you've improved as a football player compared to last year. You had some good games. You played well against the New Orleans Saints when you led the Giants from double digits down in the fourth quarter, a game-tying drive in the fourth quarter. And then you also had a game-winning drive in overtime. Can you do what you did your rookie year, where you threw 24 touchdowns and 12 starts in 13 games, and you only had 12 interceptions? Can you complete 64% of your passes like you did? What about improving on your fumbles like you did in 2019, from 2019 to 2020? Look, I hope Daniel Jones throws for 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, plays 17 games, but I want to leave it up to you right now. Predict his 2022 stats in the comment section right now. His completion percentage, his yards, his touchdowns, his interceptions. If you just want to do a couple, that's fine. Just let me know what you're predicting for DJ in 2022 in the comment section. I want to say thank you to everybody that's helped us get to 8,250 subscribers on the channel. I started doing Giants videos last year in June. We were at like 200 subscribers, and now we're at 8,250. It's been an awesome ride, and it's a shout-out to everybody that watches these videos, comments, and likes every single day. If you're new to the channel, this is your first time watching a video, what we do here at Chat Sports on Giants Now is free daily videos around the latest Giants news and rumors. We go live from time to time. We do audience interaction, Q&As. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, join the family. Go down right now, lock us in, hit that big red button. Anthony, what's going on, Brody? I think the 6'9" O-lineman we got from Nigeria has a chance to make the practice squad. I do too. And it's going to be similar to the Sandro Platzgummer thing. The International Player Pathway Program is, when you have a couple of those guys, you can make your practice squad a little bit deeper. What I mean by that is, you usually only can keep 10 to 12 players on your practice squad, but when you have players from the International Player Pathway Program, you're able to add more players. He's going to be on the team, on the practice squad, no doubt about it. So is Sandro Platzgummer. Look, 6'9", Osi Umenyiora, a Giants legend, someone that's going to be in the Ring of Honor. Look, if he's vouching for you, you got to be a good football player. He's the one who found him, and he's preaching for him. So hopefully, best case scenario, he is a good football player, and I do think he'll be on the practice squad. Corey NYG, what are your expectations for Kayvon Thibodeaux in his rookie season? Just be a force out there. Be someone that offensive coordinators and offensive linemen have to game plan for. Play all 17 games. And look, Azeez Ojulari, he had 8 sacks last year. Can Thibodeaux give me 8 sacks this year? I think he can honestly be a double-digit sack guy. He is second in the odds to be the defensive rookie of the year. And this is why. What he did at Oregon. He was a dominant football player. At times, he was unstoppable. 49 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. I think Kayvon Thibodeaux has the ability to come in and be an immediate game changer for the Giants. I said it a couple times leading up into the draft. I think Kayvon has the ability to affect the long-term trajectory of the Giants more than anybody in this draft. And that's what we want out of Kayvon Thibodeaux. That's why you select a player like him, number 5 overall. For me, and every single Giant fan, you're expecting for him to be an immediate impact player, and that's why I think he's going to do that. Can he give me 10 sacks? That's the benchmark I'm going to set out on. And look, if you love Kayvon Thibodeaux, you love the pick, go get his jersey because they're now on sale over at Fanatics. Shout out to them for sponsoring today's show. King K, let's get it rolling. Hashtag King K, K-A-Y for Kayvon. Look, he's going to be the next Giants' great pass rusher in the long lineage of those guys, dating back to Lawrence Taylor and Justin Tuck and Michael Strahan and Osi Umenyiora and Matthias Kiwanuka. All those guys, Kayvon and JPP, I can't forget him. He's going to be the next guy in that list, so support him Show some love. Go get his jersey. Chatsports.com/Kayvon. Just type it into your browser. Chatsports.com/Kayvon. It'll bring you right to where you want to be if you want to buy a Giants Kayvon Thibodeaux jersey. Wolf Z, what's going on, Brody? Wish Baker the best and hope to see more commercials. But give DJ one more try. If not, CJ Stroud. I'm down. Suck for CJ and blow for Bryce Young. I'm down for that. But at the end of the day, no way am I going to make a move for Baker Mayfield. Look, we know what he is. We all do. He's a solid quarterback, but is he ever going to be an elite guy? I'm not saying Daniel Jones is, but I'd rather not give up assets and $19 million in cap space to find out if Baker Mayfield is the guy. I'd rather go after C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young in the draft, or maybe a sneaky pick like Spencer Rattler, because I think you're going to have to have a top 2 pick if you want Stroud or Young. Appreciate you, Wolf C. Alex45, what up, man? Last question in this mailbag. Who do you want to call plays, Brian Daboll or Mike Kafka? This is a great question, and it's something that a lot of Giants fans and Giants media have talked about. Neither have said that they are going to be the play caller, and Joe Shane hasn't said it either. He said he actually prefers Mike Kafka to do it, but if I was the coach, if I was the GM, and I could choose, I would want Brian Daboll to be the offensive coordinator because he got the job as the Giants head coach for what he did as the Buffalo Bills play caller. He's proven. He's shown that he can progress quarterbacks in Josh Allen. He's shown that he can call plays in big-time games in the AFC playoffs. I think Brian Daboll has to be the guy, and that doesn't mean I don't think Mike Kafka is going to be a good offensive coordinator. But he's never done it before. And at the end of the day, I want to see someone that has done it before. And that's why I'm going down in the comments section and typing Daboll. If you want Mike Kafka to be the guy, nothing's wrong with that. I think he's going to be a great coordinator, and I love the Giants hired him, but I haven't seen it yet. So who do you want to call the plays? Type Daboll for Brian or Kafka for Mike.